Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Of course, I'm here continuing the journey of X-Men 97 Season 2. We have the new episode here, Season 2, Episode 4. Of course, when I know the title until I get into the episode. And people online were saying yesterday, I guess people who've already seen it early, were stating, stay off social media until you see this episode when it drops because you don't want to be spoiled. So stay offline until you see this episode. So to me, that doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good, but I guess we'll see. We'll see when we get into the episode. The first 3 episodes that were dropped last week all at once, love the episodes. It made sense why they dropped them all at once, all at the first 3 episodes of Season 2, back to back to back. However, the thing I hated was the fact they did that because I had to be up so freaking early, but they were great episodes. And it made sense why they did it because of the first episode being in the future with, of course, Scott, Jean, Wolverine, Storm, and all that. You had this group, a part of the X-Men that were in the future with a young Nathan who hasn't become a Cable yet. Then the second episode was following present day with Cable, Jubilee joining that team and everything, and also Sunspot joining as well. And then there was a breakout, all these mutants, and there's like a X-Force it was X-Factor. They're the ones who are bringing in mutants and everything and humans, like they're working for the government, all that stuff, and how that's going to tie in later, I'm guessing, to the remainder of the season. And then episode 3, of course, was in the past where Magneto was trying to change Apocalypse, even though that failed horribly at the end of the episode. So I'm ready to dive into this episode, guys, see what they show us here. It just made sense timeline-wise the way they were showing that. And also with the third episode, I didn't really click in my head till after watching the episode, because I'm like, well, there's a lot of stuff they were kind of showing in there in terms of different elements and stuff, but they had a version of Kang. A young Kang was involved in the episode. He was the ruler over that city or whatever, and had the technology that's way more advanced than he should have, Ramatut. So, like, that's interesting, and I'm not sure how Kang's going to tie into all this, but we'll see. But yeah, let's dive into the episode, guys, and see what they show us, and see what the hype is all about. Let's go. Wait, what? I should have guessed it was him. Like, who's he holding?
Tick tock, y'all.
You sure?
I'm gonna get going.
Stay your hand.
I'd leave.
How about now? You are a prophet of lies!
He has told you the truth.
Yeah, the truth,
Just
yes.
not all of it. Give me a chance to explain when we come from.
When?
If your truth falters, my blade will not.
Yeah.
Not all present here were on board with Magneto's plan.
A point made often and to no end.
Yeah, not everybody.
The dire situation
Eric's intentions may be noble, but he is tampering with variables none of us can fully understand.
Yes,
Bishop's
100%.
timelines give us a way to return home, to think of Remy, and of undoing his fate.
I'm as skeptical as any of you, but
yeah.
if your plan works, Eric...
Who would like
A
to
vote.
return to our time? Oh, mein Gott, what have you done?
I voted.
From the future?
Yes.
5,000 years from now.
Crazy.
A time when mutants are not a rarity like you, the X-Men. It is a promise of a future where young mutants work together. Perhaps we can help rebuild the world that the Pharaoh has taken from you. General Logo spoke of a lost temple of great cosmic power.
Yes.
Pain calms me.
Pain calms you. That's interesting. Oh, baby. Aw, poor baby Apocalypse. That's wrong. Oh.
To a new and brighter future we will build together.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know. They're putting a lot of stock and faith into this, and no. And I understand not everybody's on board, but still, like, they're putting a lot of faith in they can rewrite history. Holy shit. Here we are. It's just so bizarre seeing the X-Men, working with Apocalypse.
Cannot sleep. What is awaiting you there?
It's more about what's not waiting for me. Someone I lost. You ever been in love?
That's a good question to ask Apocalypse.
My mother abandoned me in the desert as an infant. Love is pain.
a weakness I cannot afford.
That's part of why he's so angry.
And the only thing that makes life worth living.
Whoa. Okay.
Charles. Hello, Charles.
Who or what are you?
Well.
Oh, he's going to be so surprised. Charles Francis Xavier, founder of the X-Men.
Yes.
Patron saint of peace.
Who am I? Who was I? Where do I end and me begin?
He's not going to get it. This place blurs many lines. It is an axis around which the past, present, and future all dance.
And yet you chose to come to end Sabanur's time.
If I were able to acquire the celestial power inside that temple.
And no doubt ensure your conquest.
Exactly.
Across this time and any other you choose.
You cannot stop him. You never stop him.
So alien,
Oh.
familiar somehow.
Those eyes.
Been picking up energy signatures of a celestial origin. Encountered something similar before.
I'm with the professor. Hope you don't mind my company, and Sabanur.
It's not deja vu, Rogue. We've been here before. Not in this time, but in ours. This is no temple, but the mighty spacecraft ship, designed by creatures from across the stars.
Yeah. Shit. They're not aware. They're not aware. Is he gonna figure this out?
I don't understand.
Magnus, you need to get here.
My future. It's all here. You knew what I was to become, and you tried to take it from me. But to stop me
From becoming a monster you do not wish to be.
from becoming who I was meant to be.
Damn it. Damn it.
Bishop, no!
But you said my destiny is my choice.
True, but
I
shit.
made it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing they can do.
Fittest to survive. I will never be powerless again.
Heard that one before.
Shit. Okay, they're gonna keep trying. All right, here we go. Ooh. Damn. Ooh, bamfing him out. Yep. Ah, shit. Dude, oh my god.
I shall ascend.
Fuck. Well, I knew it was bound to happen.
You will be the end of things, Ensabanor.
End of things.
Armies will dream of your demise.
I am the rocks of the eternal storm.
Fuck.
Crush against me and be broken.
I'm the only sane person in this loony bin. Y'all made a mess enough helping Nerd
Yeah, get the fuck out, dude. Go.
Destined to make, as we may be destined to contain it.
Exactly, Hank.
Damn it, Eric! Don't do this!
I made this mess. You X-Men will not sacrifice your lives
Oh.
in order to clean it.
Fuck. I liked the red for a second, just saying.
Now who is the god and who is the insect?
Oh my god, this is crazy, dude.
I, too, once thought violence could heal the world. It cannot.
Violence can usher in a new age. That age begins now.
Holy shit.
Pay for your betrayal, mutant! Right now!
That's not doing anything, unfortunately.
You must stop the attack!
Ship, abort your commands.
Request denied.
Denied, exactly.
Apologies.
He is Apocalypse. This time is no longer mine to conquer, for his power can only be challenged by a force that is external.
There he is.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Oh my god. I can't believe this is actually happening right now. Ooh. Holy shit.
I would make a horseman out of you, or at not for the lack of spine.
He's still fighting back. Holy crap. Good job, buddy. Holy crap, Magneto.
The power is too great.
Magnetism can bind the debris circling the black hole.
Aww.
Honor me with action.
He's gonna sacrifice himself. Shit. That is insane. Like, that is crazy. This feels like a season finale. You know what I'm saying? It's only episode 4. Send him away. Yeah. Insane. Insane. Oh, okay. Oh my god. He's still alive. Somehow. Fuck. Fuck.
Get away from him!
Shit. No.
Lie to him as you have so often lied to me.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I can't.
He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh shit. You motherfuckers. I cannot believe it. No.
Do you think she sensed your vile nature?
Ooh.
If only Baal had left you to bake, you'll never be a god.
Exactly.
You will always be a monster.
That's why he saw the helmet in that vision. Captain America.
Smelled you coming a mile away, Boy Scout.
Down, boy. Secrets like this don't stay buried by accident.
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're planning, Logan, and frankly don't want to know.
I got myself a crew. Could even say I'm getting the old band back together.
And there you guys have it. Before we dive into the actual episode, let's talk about the after credit scene real quick. Captain America and Black Widow, that was freaking awesome. Now, it sounds like they're not going to be like a part of an episode or something because Wolverine has his own team or whatever, but he was given a Weapon X file. I wonder what that... It has to be something probably tied to Apocalypse, I'm guessing. But very interesting. But it's cool to see Captain America and Black Widow, even for a small little cameo, just to like have the characters shown in the wider world of the X-Men. Obviously, we're focusing heavily on X-Men, even though we had King the Conqueror, more so in this episode, of course, heavily more focused. But this is still the Marvel universe in this world. Spider-Man, of course, is around, the Avengers. So to have Cap and Black Widow show up, it makes sense. But anyways, that was cool. Wow. Okay, so people saying that you stay offline to see this episode, it makes 100% sense. And also, too, I did not realize this episode was long, because normally these episodes are around 24, 25 minutes, and this was like 30-something. Like, it was a long episode. My God. But it makes sense why. There was so much story they had to tell, because, of course, Insabanur was wanting to kill them after what happened, especially, he was lied to, and then I forget his name, but he's voiced by Michael Dorn, of course, War from Star Trek The Next Generation, the guy who was basically not trusting the mutants in the last episode. He's dead. He's gone now. But they were able to talk to him in a way, and they used, Charles to go speak with him privately, saying, we're from the future, and there's a path forward past this point of like where you're really mad and pissed that we can make a better world. And the thing was, this whole notion of trying to change the timeline by sending Apocalypse down a path, it was never going to work, because unfortunately what happened is, with them finding the secret temple, that Magneto technically forced their hands to go, like them themselves with Insabanur, because he broke the time band. So like they had to go. But then as soon as they walk into the main kind of opening, which is it's ship. It's not an actual temple. It's disguised as a temple. But they go into ship, and then boom, there on the walls is all this information about his destiny. And Insabanur saw the truth. And then that's when tides turn. The things change. And there's no changing the outcome. Now, unfortunately, what they did, is they fucked up the timeline even more because Magneto has now been erased from the timeline because Apocalypse fucking killed him. Which they were setting it up that he was going to die by stopping Ship from destroying the city. That Ramatut, King the Conqueror, King the Conqueror, that's how you say it. It's like 5 in the morning, I'm tired. He's the one who took the city over. He was enslaving all these people. Apocalypse was wanting to eradicate all that and destroy everything, So Kang left. Kang's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go conquer a new timeline, which is exactly what it is. He's Kang the Conqueror. He's like, I'm going to go conquer another timeline. It's no longer mine to conquer. I can't, because I guess he's afraid to fight Apocalypse. Like, Apocalypse is unstoppable. Like, he's afraid. So, I don't know. That would be interesting to see Kang the Conqueror versus Apocalypse. But anyways, not the point. But there was an interesting little conversation with Charles and Kang, and just like, I've had many names, I've been across many timelines. Do you understand the truth of this power and everything? And do you want to know the secrets of what's going on? Apocalypse, I should have guessed that he was going to kill somebody. But once Magneto survived the stopping of Ship and everything, I should have known. When he walked over that hill, I'm like, motherfucker. And he was going to leave Charles alive because, like, we've already went the route of having Charles dead. Right? Dead. Then, of course, it was revealed he was not dead. I don't think they're going to reverse this decision of Magneto's now dead. I just don't see it happening. I could be wrong. There could be a way to reverse it, but I don't know how you could. I mean, I guess you could go back in time, but he just died in the very, 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 very past. But I guess technically that was a version that traveled throughout time, so you realistically could go back in time and get a younger Magneto before his death in the timeline, but that would kind of negate and reverse what the show has already done in terms of its, like, stakes. We've killed off several characters already. We've killed off Gambit. Now, the rumor, of course, is that Gambit is going to become a horseman in the 90s based on the ending of season 1, the finale, right? Apocalypse and everything, so much death. And then referring to, like, Gambit. Of course, it's Genosha attack. So the theory is that he's going to revive 4 people, or at least some are going to be from the death, the destruction, the genocide of Genosha, to become part of his 4 horsemen. So yeah, and then he was already talking about 4 horsemen. Like, as soon as he became Apocalypse, he's like, I'd make you a 4 horseman. You'd be a 4 horseman, but you don't have the spine. It's like, ouch. Yeah, this was intense, and the reason why I'm not really showing, like, too much emotion, like, holy shit, like, Magneto's dead, I'm not saying it makes sense to kill Magneto, but he had a huge redemption arc, right? He, in season 1 of 97, even though he was making some questionable decisions, and still making questionable decisions up to this point in this episode, in terms of the time bands being destroyed, and he's like, I voted. Like, yeah, but you voted for everybody else not allowing them to actually vote. Beast was like, let's do a vote. He's like, nope. But Magneto was trying to follow in the path of Charles, and he said last episode, which kind of ties in and makes more sense if you really think about the dialogue he said in episode 3 and now episode 4, now his death, Magneto, that him telling Charles last episode that, I try to be like you, but no one can be like you. I tried. I've changed, but I cannot be like you because you are, so special and so different. Like, no one can be you. Because he was trying to, of course, change in Sabino before Apocalypse to go down the path to become the first X-Men versus the monster and the abomination, essentially, that he becomes. I know that's a Marvel character, abomination, but you get my point. The monster. But Magneto's point of, like, turning the tide, becoming more of who Charles wanted him to be, that last sacrifice attempt at stopping Ship and everything and stopping the destruction of that, that city, that shows growth. So for Magneto to get killed now is a heavy blow to the show, because it sucks. Because you were finally seeing this turning point of the character, but even before all that. He sent them all away. Of course, Apocalypse stopped Charles from going through as well, but Magneto was going to stay behind. He was willing to sacrifice himself then, before the whole attack on the city. And then so multiple times he was trying to he was accepting death. So I think even though he was being killed by Apocalypse, he was still accepting death. And maybe it was inevitable, because in a sense now, with them being back in the time of when Insabanur is just Insabanur, now he's Apocalypse, so they technically helped make him Apocalypse at this certain point, and maybe this was always meant to be this way, or maybe this is now I'm guessing this is altering the timeline from the original intent of him becoming Apocalypse. Now there's even more of an aggression and more anger and more rage toward the X-Men, and specifically them, because of their connection to him when he was just Insabanur. So where do we go from here? I don't know, because my guess now is, with the little shot of Wolverine with Cap and Black Widow, I mean, I'm guessing the next episode's probably not going to focus on Apocalypse. Probably just going to focus on Wolverine and whoever the team is he's brought together. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I also noticed too the outfit he was wearing. I think that's the outfit he was wearing when he met Cap in the '90s X-Men episode. I think that's the same one. It's kind of a nice little connection. But yeah, this episode was intense. Brutal as hell, but X-Men 97 just knows how to deliver. This show knows how to freaking deliver. So what did you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. What were some of your highlights, and what do you think is going to happen next? What do you think is the whole Weapon X connection? Like, how do you think this is all going to tie into the grand scheme of things? Because I think whatever we see in this show moving forward is going to tie in somehow to Apocalypse, since Apocalypse is the main focus of this season. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What a crazy episode. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.